Okay, big breath in, reach it up. We're gonna get ankles and wrists all warmed up. I don't know if that fixed my camera or not, but we'll see. Go side to side. Make it a little bit bigger. We're gonna go around, slowly working our way down till our arms reach hip height. So stretching the hamstrings as we go. Two more this direction. Pushing out and away. And coming up, reaching the other way and starting the same thing, circling the other way. And gradually making it bigger and bigger until we get our hips and our shoulders and our legs and our ankles and everything making the circle bigger and bigger. Arms are pushing out at hip height. 3, 4. Let's do one more. Good. And then let's do backstroke arms. Nice. That's that. Let's bring our hands to our shoulders, make our big elbow circles. Squeeze those elbows together and push those elbows back. Make that circle as big as you can. Then let's take our arms out. Pull your shoulder blades together, little circles forward, count to 20. And then flip your thumbs back and we'll circle backwards. Keep those shoulder blades pinched together. Keeping your fist there, keeping that tension through your body, punching the walls. Let's roll your arm in the socket, forwards and backwards. 2, we're going to 8, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Let your arms come down and let them relax, shake it out. Move it down to the hips. Go hips side to side. And make those into hula hoops. 4 and reverse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Figure 8s for 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch directions. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to our knees. Really want our ankles to wake up, so pay attention to how you're going around your feet. Bend your knees, stretch your calves. And reverse. Round and round we go. Take our feet nice and wide. We'll go side lunge to side lunge. Let's hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Up and over. 3, 2, 1. Maybe you sink your hips back and down a little bit farther each one. 3, up and over. 1, and back to center. Sink down into that squat. We're not doing squats today, but we're going to enjoy how much farther we can squat now than we could a year ago, or 2 years ago, or last week. Right to side. Let's do some bottoms up. Think about pressing through your whole foot, straightening that leg, getting that stretch through your whole back, and then sinking those hips down. Going up for 2, and down. 3, we have 2 more. This is 4. This is 5. Bring hands on your elbows, just let your torso stretch. Whew. Take a big breath in. See if you can feel your back expanding. And then slide over towards your right knee. Hang out here, say hello. And let's go over to the other knee. Hang out here, say hello. And gently go side to side. Let your back stretch and wake up. And then we're going to bring your hands onto your knees. Squat down and drop your shoulders. So our first set in our giant set, well, we have 8 exercises. It's not a set. Our first 4 exercises are all various plank variations. The last 4 exercises are going to get your heart rate up and then slowly bring it back down. And we're going to go through that multiple times. So let's circle out our wrists. You can do this anytime you need to during the workout if you need a break from being down on your hands or elbows. And we can stretch and stretch. I'm not talented enough to do heel raises and calf work while I'm doing this. But if you are, you're welcome to go for it. We'll get there. Just make sure your wrists are starting off the morning feeling good. Everything should be feeling good. Maybe a little tired if you're doing this in the morning. If you're not doing with this live. Or maybe it feels good at the end of the day if you do it then. Good. Waves. Making waves before the day starts. Okay, let's start with one ball of the foot planted in the ground and prance it out. Working foot to foot. Getting all the crackles out. I don't know if I can ever get all the crackles out. They just always crackle. Come into first position and lift up. Think about squeezing your heels together, squeezing your inner thighs together. We're going for 10 of these. Lift up as high as you can. Good. And let's do some ankle wiggles. So find your balance or hold on. We'll take one leg out, point that toe down, and take it side to side. Rotate 10 lifts. Those are just super important muscles to keep strong. Let's go to the other side. 20 wiggles. And rotating up and lifting. Okay, so let's take 4 steps forward. We're going to do 2 sides as 1 step. 3 and 4. And go back for 4. Make sure your hips are getting nice and open and loose. These are feeling warm. Good. Shake it out. And I will adjust my camera. First 4 on the floor. Put your cameras where I can see you if you want, or leave them where they are. We're going to go for about everything 30 seconds this first set. Then we'll move into the second exercise. We'll move into the third exercise. We're not taking a break until we get to the end of the 8 exercises. Of course, this first round, there will be transitions because I'll be explaining, but that's life. So we're going to do side-to-side push-ups. So we're going to do a push-up in the middle. Walk over to the side, back to the middle, over to the other side. So it's a moving push-up. The depth is your choice. Doing it from your knees or your toes is your choice. Wrists, we're just going to keep circling them in between. The second exercise is an elbow plank with leg lifts. So you're going to take your feet wide and lift up. 30 seconds builds. Third exercise is a full plank. We're going to be up on our wrist, knee to elbow, and we'll play around with crossing and bringing your knee outside, but really a crunch while you're in a plank, double duty for your abs. And the last one we're doing on the floor are Superman pull downs, which are not on your wrists. They're all the way down here. So we're going to reach and pull, reach and pull. So without further ado, let's get into position and we'll go in 3, 2, 1, side to side push-ups. I think it's important to note that when we're doing push-ups, there's more than one way to push yourself up off the floor. Your hands don't always have to be in a perfect position. 3, 2, 1. Moving into our plank with, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Elbow plank with the leg lifts. You'll find your elbow plank and we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Leg up, leg up. So if you feel like you're rotating, take your feet wider. Give yourself that stability. If you're feeling pretty stable, keep your feet closer. Three, 2, 1, bring it down. We're going to come up into that full plank. Maybe roll your shoulders, come into that full plank, and we have 30 seconds, knee to elbow. Let's go. You're doing it. And rest. We're going to come all the way down onto the floor. Circle your wrists. We're going to go in 5 seconds for our pull downs. Press your feet into the floor, lift and pull. Three, 2, and 1. Let's come up to standing. Take your time, find your place. We have, grab a light weight. We have side lunges with the chop. So we're gonna side lunge, chop, side lunge, chop. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Chop, chop. And 3, 2, 1. It's the only weight you'll need today. We have one more use for it, but that's the only weight you'll need. Squat jumps or shooting the hoop. Whew, I'm getting winded. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. So squat jump, shoot the hoop. Come up on your toes and down, or make it a full jump. Your choice. Heart rate's coming up. Might be getting a little sweaty, depending on how warm or cold your space is today. 3, 2, and 1. Next up, we have alternating curtsy lunges, which you can keep low, curtsy to curtsy, or make them speed skaters. If you want that extra heart pumping boost. And we go for 3, 2, and 1. Last thing we're doing are tricep kickbacks or dips. If you want to keep it all body weight, you can. Find a chair. We're either going to do double arm kickbacks. I lied to you about one weight. We need 2. Or we'll do dips. I'm going to choose dips. And we'll go, because I didn't set you up right for it. In 3, 2, 1. The straighter legs, more challenge. Bent knees, a little bit easier. You can definitely choose your position and change it. No fitness police here. You're just doing the work. 10 seconds. Gonna get 2 minutes off. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come up to standing. If your wrists are sensitive, you might feel better doing kickbacks with dumbbells. Go full 2 minutes, grab a drink. Reset your mind. Did I get everything? I got everything. Those are 8 exercises. Step touch. We're gonna let your heart rate come all the way down. Have your tea, coffee, water, whatever you need. In your arms. We have another minute. Step touch. Standing cat-cow. Wrist stretches, the ankle stretches. Ankle circles. Give your body what it needs. I tell you this morning, I am grateful. Between 2 closed doors, there's not a single puppy squeak. Single parenting this week. And I thought, for sure, having spent all night in a crate, Finn wouldn't want to go back into it, but you give him enough treats and the right toys, and he's happy as can be in his den. We have about 20 more seconds. We'll see how long it lasts, but so far so good. Not to jinx myself. Okay. So side to side push-ups is where we're starting. From your knees, from your toes. Remember, when we're planking, the glutes are engaged, abs are engaged. You're squeezing your arm into your side, so your chest and your back are supporting you. It feels like a hell of a lot of work, but we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Down, up and over, down, over. And 3, 2, 1, rock it back and rest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. And I'll meet you on your elbows. Leg lifts coming at us. Find your plank and lift. Not a big lift. We're not arching our backs. Make sure you're not throwing your back into this. Just a glute squeeze. To feel your butt working hard. And everything else too. And we have 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Rock back. Let your back stretch for just a minute. We are going to come all the way down. No, we're not coming down on our belly yet. We have one more. We have a full plank on our wrists. Knee to elbow. Let's try crossing under. So we're going to reach for the opposite elbow. Little rotation there. You can do this on an incline on your elbows. If you have room to move your knees. If your wrists are not happy with this, you can try kicking your whole leg under. A little bit more rotation. And 3, 2, and 1. Now we bring it all the way down. Yeah, just wait until we hit even numbers on the clock. So our pull downs. Let's hit it. Reach, pull, and lift. Nice big back extension. Press your feet into the floor. And rock back into child's pose. Let your back stretch and work your way up to standing. Your side lunge is coming at you. So what we can do, put the weight on the floor. Do it a little different. So we can give you a little break right now and I'll show you. We're gonna step to the side, pick it up, put it down. Come out, pretend you're putting one down, and then go back and pick it up. So it's really a pick up, put down exercise. Get your heart rate up and we'll go 3, 2, 1. Go down, up and over. Pick it up. Once in your hands, you put it down. Reach for the floor. Reach for the weight. Drop the weight. Reach for the floor. I forgot to pick it up. Get it now. If you forget the weight, it's not the end of the world. Up, over. Pick it up one more time. Up and over. Nice. Okay, we have our squat jumps. Shoot the hoop. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Just straight up and down. Rolling from your heels to your toes. Adding a jump. Or pushing forward with your arms to shoot the hoops. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, coming into our curtsies or speed skaters, whichever you choose to do. Let's hit it. Curtsy. You can do a few. Let your heart rate come down. You can do a lot of curtsies in 30 seconds. And as you feel better, you can add a little hop. And maybe 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, pushing our weights out of the way. Triceps with weights or dips, your choice. See what your wrists feel like. Everybody set up. Let's go. 30 seconds. Nice. Strong arms. Remember, we do things timed. It's always as many reps as pretty. So if you feel like you're losing form, go to rely right. Change your leg position and rest. Oh, nice work. 2 minutes here. At 7:47, we go again. Let's stretch your back. Notice how you feel after all that jumping. So you're feeling it more in your ankles, feeling it in your calves. Maybe your low back is absorbing some of it. This is 2 minutes. Step touch. Grapevine. And we're in an aerobics class. I used to love doing this in class. The whole class moving as a wave. Circle out your hips. Do some figure eights. Standing cat-cow, get a drink. Play with your pets. You want your heart rate to come down. We have a little bit more than a minute. Now, while we're here, we still have a minute to go. If you're having trouble with those first 4 exercises, doing them with your hands like this, and then we're going wrist to elbow, back to wrist, you could use a dumbbell, especially for the one where we do the knee tucks, knee to elbow, or you can do it on incline and find your plank. Not on that kind of a wonky angle, I just wanted you to see it, but totally appropriate, possible. You can find that plank to work your core with those knee movements without putting more stress on your wrists or your elbows. Okay, so let's come down on the floor. Let me shift my camera again. Side to side push-ups. Stick of push-ups. You can just try moving. Walking around in a plank, going forward in a plank, back in a plank. It's your workout. Let's just get some work done, okay? So we have 30 seconds of our push-ups. Let's hit it. It says not how many you do, that you've got good form. But take your time. Keep those push-ups pretty. And we have 5 seconds left. Stop to look at the clock. 3, 2, and 1. Come down on our elbows. Find that plank. Squeeze those pelvic bones together. Make those lower abs do the work of holding you. Don't let them get tired. Remember, still in a plank. Make sure you're not picking up. We have 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Prop yourself up. Work your way slowly back to your full plank on an incline or on your wrist. Or take knee to the outside of your elbows. Or hold the plank. You do you. This is our 3rd time through. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Whew. And we'll go in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up and pull. Back extensions. Feet press into the floor. Anchoring your body. Move those shoulder blades. Pull those elbows in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock back into child's pose. Ease your transition back to standing. Easy on the back. Nobody gets lightheaded. We come up to standing. This is our last time through. It's a pretty tense workout. Hopefully you're okay with that. More time for a shower before you have to get to work. Okay. Oh, my heart rate's up. Okay, so we're going to do those lunges. Let's see if we can do them with. Let's do it with one weight. So we'll start with the weight on the floor. Okay. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Lunge. Pick it up. Take it to the other side. Drop it. Whoops. Go back and get it. Up and over. Sit. Go back and get it. And if you forget it, it's not the end of the world. Weights don't have feelings. And drop it and rest. Good work. Move the weight out of the way. Whew. A lot more fun than just doing side lunges. Shooting hoops. We go in 3, 2, 1. Sink it down. Jump it up. All right, keep it easy. On the knees and the ankles. Keep it low impact. High impact. We have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Curtsies. Whew, to speed skaters. Keep that heart rate up. Let's hit it. Nice. You can go for depth. You can go for speed. You can go for plyo. We have 5 seconds. Last 5 seconds of these you're doing today. 2 and 1. Okay. Dips or kickbacks. Choose your weapon. Last thing we're doing today before we come down on the floor. So it was the last part of the workout. 30 seconds here. Let's go. Haven't decided yet. It's the end of the work. No, I think not. But we'll let our heart rate come down. And let our muscles rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Let's give it a break. Sorry about my sniffles, my heavy breathing. Here we go. Stretch, whatever feels good. We're going to take a couple of minutes before we come back on the floor and do something totally different. So it might feel good to twist. It might feel good just to have a drink of water. Walk around your house, take a lap. Visit all your rooms. We're gonna let my heart rate come down a little bit more. Side to side. Take another minute, full minute here. So we're gonna come down on the floor. We're gonna do a little focused core work. So I really want your heart rate to come down before you come back down on the floor to stay there. Not gonna be working quite as hard as we were those first 4 exercises. But I don't want blood pooling. So about 15 more seconds. Check in with how you're feeling. Should be able to chit chat without being too breathy. Okay. I adjust my camera and we'll come down. Okay, no weights, no props, no bands. Let's actually start one wrist at a time. Just flex your fingers towards your knees and sit back just a little bit. I'm just doing one side at a time because my wrists feel a little bit too intense right now to do both wrists at the same time. So side 2. Thank you, wrists, for holding you up. Because we're going to be on hands and knees, which means we're on our wrists again. Let's go side to side with our fingertips pointing out. If you want to, for the first exercises, you could put yourself on your knuckles and keep your wrists neutral. See how that feels? It's a little bit less stable, but it we're not moving very much. We're not doing anything with your arms. So why don't you try that, or you can grip a dumbbell and keep your wrist neutral. So from here, we're gonna do fire hydrants. So you want to keep your hips stable. Imagine you've got a really hot cup of coffee on your back that you don't want to spill. If you're watching this in the evening, maybe it's a glass of wine you don't want to spill. And we're gonna lift out to the side. So it's not how far you can go. I don't want anybody rocking like that. I want you to just notice what it feels like. And then we're going to bring our knee in. Kick it straight back, out to the side. So your hips will move side to side on this. That's okay. I'm not worried about the coffee. And then we're going to keep our legs straight back. Flex that heel so your or the ankle so your toes are down. And we're going to lift up. A little bit, looks kind of like we were doing in the plank, but we're not in the plank anymore. We're going to bend our knee, keeping our foot flexed, and push straight up to the ceiling. And we're going to straighten our leg one more time. Swing our leg out to the side and tap down. Out to the side, tap down. Tap down. That side that's not moving, feeling it. 3 more. 2 and 1. Bring our knee down. Play around with your hands for a minute if you need to adjust anything. And we're going to start with the knee in. Kick it back, swing it out. So knee in, kick it back, swing it out. Oops, I forgot our hydrants. Okay, we'll get there. Okay, let's do our fire hydrants now. So out to the side. Our legs straight back. 10 pulses, ankle flex. And then we're going to bend our foot, push straight up to the ceiling. Straighten that leg, take it out to the side, cross and tap over. Out to the side, cross and tap over. Three more. Good. Last one. What I want you to do is keep that leg straight out with your toes on the floor. Rotate that front leg and see if you can slide back. So let's come into pigeon. Just give your hips a little stretch. So my heel is always down by my crotch and my knee is forward. I can never get my knee or my shin perpendicular to my body like yogis want you to. I don't think it's so good for your hip either, but I also can't get into that position. So just let that hip stretch. Take about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl it back toes under. We're going to come back to a plank for a millisecond and switch sides. Ooh. A nice big stretch on that hip. We're going to hold this. You can be more upright. You can be lying down. You can have your hips twisted. Where as long as you're getting a stretch, I'm happy. So find something that works for your body. Play around with it. Just take another 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. And let's come onto our backs. Let's come onto our elbows. Why not? We're going to sweep one foot forward, pick it up, and bring it in. 2. 2 more. 10. And the other way. This is the other way. We're going to do both sides, both ways. And I just switched sides. So just know we're doing this 2 more times. Keep track of which side you're on, and which way you're going. Okay, and then let's reverse if you haven't reversed. You can try doing this flat. It requires a little bit more core strength as you're controlling your leg movement. And let's go to side 2, direction 2. Okay, so let's bring one knee into your chest. Just let it relax there. See if you can feel your hip starting to open as you hold it there. You're supporting it. That hip joint can relax. The muscles around it, can relax. Joints don't relax. Okay. And we're going to do a little flossing. So good for the nerves, good for SI issues. We're going to point your toe up, flex, and bring your knee back to your chest. Point and flex it down. Point and push, flex it down, point, flex, point, flex. 2 and 1. Switching sides. Tuck that knee in. Let's give it a minute for that muscles around that joint to relax. So we're gonna start, this is a nice flexed position. We're gonna point up, flex and pull everything in. Point and flex, or sorry, push and point, flex and pull. Point, flex. Two, and one. Put both knees into your chest, make little circles. Check that your back is feeling good. Make sure you're circling both directions. And let's cross your left ankle over your right knee. And let's butterfly that left knee. So we're trying to keep opening up that left hip. There are points where it may not be comfortable. So hopefully it's not pain. It's just, oh, we're stretching. Okay, keeping that knee away from you, we're going to twist down to the right. And we're going to hang out here for about 30 seconds. So you can start working on your to-do list. No, don't start working on your to-do list for the day. You're here, be here now. Enjoy the stretch, the sensations in your body. Your heart rate is down, we got it up, we came back down, we did that 3 times. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Let's cross knee over knee and have both legs in. Left hip is getting a nice big stretch. And twist a little bit to the right, go deeper in there. And we're going to hold this one for about 15 more seconds. Bring it down, we'll switch sides. Right ankle over left knee. And butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. Notice if one hip is still tighter than the other. And then holding that knee away, we're going to twist down to the left. Opening up through the right hip, through the IT band. Some of those deeper muscles. You're going to feel it going up towards your ribs. About 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back up to center. Cross your legs, hug them in. Right hip is getting a nice big stretch now. You can twist a little bit to the left if that feels good. And we're going to hold this for about 20 more seconds. Relax into it, breathe. Out of it. Let's roll up to sitting. Cross-legged, kind of stretch back, let your back round. And then sit up nice and tall. And we'll just go between these postures, rounding. It's like a seated cat-cow. Making sure they're still moving through your spine. Of course there is. We're alive. There's movement. We're going to reach forward. And I think we are done for the day. Excellent work. Thanks for being with me.